Jenny in Bristol, good evening.
Good evening, Daniel. I am calling about can I name the company?
I'd prefer it if you didn't.
Okay. A reputable organisation that insure appliances as well as provide other services, major services. And I insured my tumble dryer, which had gone wrong 3 times. It was placed in my utility room. On the 3rd occasion that it went wrong, they moved it from the utility into my kitchen and did major works on it in my kitchen, cracking the tiles, which they basically sent an engineer round to look at the damage and said that the tiles had been installed incorrectly, unevenly laid, and that they weren't liable.
Okay. Jenny, first of all, why did they need to move the tumble dryer up to your kitchen? Did they give any reason?
Absolutely no idea. It didn't make any sense.
Was there enough room in your utility room to open up the tumble dryer all over the floor?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
okay.
There was.
Well, I don't... saying that your tiles hadn't been installed properly, presumably that's a load of absolute drivel. I don't see how you can install tiles incorrectly that would result in them cracking.
I know. But what's happened is that one tile has cracked.
Yep.
And it's caused a rupture. Where it's cracked, it's caused 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles to be fractured.
Okay.
Or damaged.
Fine. What's the cost of repairing them?
2,000. Well, you'd have to replace the floor.
Right. So the cost is completely disproportionate to the damage. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want them to pay 2,000 so you can get a new floor?
Yeah.
You think you're entitled to it because they damaged a tile?
Every tiler that's come in
to
quote has said, if we try and replace individual ones, it will cause further damage. So we have to replace the whole floor.
Okay.
So all of my quotes.
Right. So, Jenny, the fact that it's going to cost 2,000, which is a huge amount of money to replace it, is neither here nor there. That's a red herring. The issue is whether the original repairers were negligent in what they did. Now, I don't know enough about the mechanics of putting a heavy washing machine on tiles, whether there should be any protection. Did they put any protection down, by the way?
Nothing.
No. I don't know whether a competent repairer would always put protection down, if a competent repairer would always put protection down.
When I initiated my complaint, and I spoken to complaint handler number 2, he was infuriated by the fact that they didn't put the protection there.
Okay, so I suspect you do have a claim here for negligence. You've just got to show that they acted in a way that was below the standard expected of a competent repairer. And I think, by not putting any protection down, they probably have, because it's foreseeable that if you smack a heavy tumble dryer down on tile floors, the tile might crack. Now, having cracked, they are responsible for the cost, whether it's 20p or £2,000. £2,000 does make your jaw drop a little bit, but if that is the cost, that is the cost. If you've got multiple quotes and the consistent response is that is the cost, then you will succeed in that. Yeah. Jenny, you've got a good case there. You may have to sue them because I suspect that they're not going to pay up the 2,000 willingly.